Whenever you're ready, brother.
Okay. 21, right?
21.
Okay. Estás Bim.
Yo.
Been there, rock that. Episode 21. It's me. Prance is on the road someplace. Hopefully he'll get home soon. Robbie is sick.
Not feeling well.
He's under the weather. But Stilo is here.
You're ready.
So, Stilo, how was your week?
How was my week? Week was regular. Don't have much to say. Just want to give a shout out and congratulations to my bro, Kurt. He just finalized his home. He had a little barbecue / housewarming. Congratulations, big bro. You know, I got to give you a shout out. This is a big thing when you make those advancements in life for yourself, for the family, you know, making the family comfortable. And other than that, that's it. Really just been a light weekend. Enjoying a lot of music. I'll tell you that much. Listening to Travis Scott new album, which I like. A lot of good tunes. You know, the vibe of the album is pretty good, but I have a shitload of albums I've been listening to this week. Trying to see what's out there and what the world creativity is doing with these young kids in the new hip-hop world. But that's it. No purchases. I haven't bought any items like I would like to.
That's why you need to get them for free.
Listen, it's all, you know, brand ambassadoring, or if anyone's looking for a brand ambassador, holla at me.
Listen,
you know, we'll promote.
Listen, they're out there.
You know,
look at me.
Listen, I'm trying to be like you because I know I see you getting a lot of free low and a lot of that MF Doom / Jordan piece you got on is official.
You know, I try, man.
Listen,
I'm trying to be as cool as you.
Listen, man, come on. I'm a regular dude trying to survive in these streets. But nonetheless, I mean, life is good as always. You know how I see things, you know. Love, live life. And that's it. How about you, John? What the fuck going on with you?
This week, I actually got some rest because, you know, I'm always up 24/7. Other than that, it was pretty quiet. I didn't really do too much. Although I have a grievance though.
About?
As you know, I am starting to give out these tote bags. You know, been there, rock that
and
tote
them shits
bag.
is nice. The ladies gonna love them shits.
Dope. Why is it so hard to give away free stuff? I don't understand. Like, people are just so busy to not, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not the one. Like you got me fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I don't stress anyone or anything in life. So.
But you know, everybody think free comes with some other type of
like,
behind the scene deal.
It's
you
like,
know?
why should it be so hard just to give something to you? Like, I don't.
No, because there's a capitalistic country. Everything is a give and take type deal.
As I said, you got me fucked up because I ain't the one.
Listen,
and
we've been giving a lot of free good shit out too.
Yeah.
Of course, I would been there, rock that limited piece pins. If you ain't got it, listen. If you see us, we might give you one, but we would appreciate the support nonetheless. You know.
All of these items are on eBay, the Double J Vintage Store.
Yes, sir.
In a couple of weeks, we will have the limited edition T-shirt that is not for free.
No.
That you must pay for.
And you know, I know you guys see my big bro Prance representing it, looking real good out there.
He's out there.
I want to give a shout out to the ULL barbecue event they're having out there, South Carolina. Salute the family, 2 L's up all day, every day. You already know. They do good things out there, benefits, and really repping the culture worldwide. So salute them brothers out there. You know, I know the event was a success. Sorry to sidebar that.
No, that's cool. You know, and thank you, Polo Ralph Lauren. They gave me that, you know, that white hoodie, that white script hoodie.
I don't do polo no more.
Oh, I'm sorry, but I got it for free. Thank you very much.
Nah, I do polo.
And I probably won't wear it, but thank you.
Yeah, that's what I was waiting to hear.
I mean, it's just sitting in plastic, but anyway.
Well, we appreciate you, Ralph. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for the support.
Anyway. So, enough of that caca.
Ready to talk hip-hop.
Yeah, let's get into our guest, you know what I'm saying?
Heavy hitter right here, boy.
You know, he's well, I wouldn't say up and coming. I mean, he's doing his thing. He's doing his numbers.
He been out here, boy.
You know, the one and the only UFO FEV is here.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Salute, King. What's good with you, brother?
Thank you, good gentlemen, for having me.
Appreciate you.
So, you know, yo, so what's going on with you, brother?
having a good weekend, enjoying myself,
Mm-hmm.
and putting in a lot of work. I'm tired, man. Tired.
Yeah, man, because I remember first meeting you in the studio with Matt Fingers and 88 Keys, and I think
Buck Wild.
yeah, Buck
Buck
Wild
Wild.
was there, Large Professor was there.
You had history in the building.
Yeah, but and like I was telling him, like I've heard his work before. I didn't know it was him. And then like somebody told me, and I was like, yo, I went through the phone. I was like, yo, is it them? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, oh shit.
Right.
You know, and then we met again at Mikey's Ice Cream. You was with Lord Nez.
Yep.
And
Look, Mikey.
Yeah, and then we were talking again, and I'm just like, yo, like, I was like, yo, this dude is nice. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just crazy, like, to meet people and you don't know exactly what
And
they
I
do.
realizing the
I haven't
respect
stopped
they
seeing
have.
you since.
Yeah, man, we
Word, I seen
You
you.
know,
Barclays.
John in these streets,
Yeah,
though.
word.
Listen, the Barclays,
Yep.
the Ralph McDaniel School.
Coney Island.
We was at Classic Material had something, and you came through. I'm like, yo, this shit is crazy.
That's how it is. You gotta be out here and show your face. You know.
I also feel like the good Lord aligns people, you know, for whatever reasons they may be. Sometimes you don't know. Sometimes you're just a part of the journey. You feel me?
Man.
So,
And just even having your face out there, people start making the connections. Obviously, you know.
yeah, man.
So now they have a face to them lyrics that's out there, you know, creating the buzz and shit.
That's a fact.
You
Yeah.
know?
So what's that song? The song I got is was the Rafe.
Yeah,
Is
the
that what it's
Rafe
called?
joint is out right now with featuring Ken Jones and Fat Joe.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you did your thing on that, boy. I was like, whoo.
Listen, with Joe, come on, bro. You did your thing.
Yeah, that's the big bro, man. Good dude right there. Showed us love. Or
Yeah, cause when we was at the Barclays, I didn't see you first. I saw Joe, and I was like talking to him for like a couple seconds, and then I turned around and you was there, and then I turned around and Karis was there. I was like, God
in
damn.
the shadows with the legend.
Yeah, I was like, damn, man, you all over the place.
Yeah, I'll be in good company nowadays. You
That's
know what
good.
I'm saying? And it's better than, you know, being on the block. So I just be enjoying myself, looking around, laughing, having a good time, recognizing everybody, paying homage along the way.
So, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, what's your relationship with Joe? What's that about?
That's the, you know, that's the Hefe right there. That's the Don, you know what I'm saying? I call him Don Classico, you know what I'm saying?
That's a perfect title for the guy,
he's
for
a
real.
legend, you feel me? So, yeah, I'm rolling with him. I'm riding with him, you feel me? 10 toes down, whatever you need from me, I'm doing it.
Facts.
He's holding it down. He got a new situation. I can't speak too much on. He's still doing what he's doing. He's a mastermind, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Very articulate and meticulous as well. You feel me?
Definitely.
Make sure everything got to be lined up.
Definitely.
So, I'm riding with him, and that's who it is. That's what it is. He found Pun. Now he found UFO. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna try to make something happen while the good Lord keep us here.
Word. So how long you been in the game? I mean, you know, making music and stuff.
My dad was in it all started with my pops.
Right.
He was in a freestyle group back in the late 80s, early 90s called TKA.
Oh, say word.
So
Which one was your dad?
Tony,
Oh shoot.
he was butt naked in the bed.
Yeah. Listen, man, I ain't gonna front. I was into that shit, yo.
Yeah,
Them
yeah.
dudes
I mean, it
was
wasn't
the
so,
shit.
you know, how 97 wasn't
Facts.
hip hop, you feel me?
Yeah,
That's for
man.
For the new generation, it wasn't always hip hop.
What was my song? Is it Louder Than Love?
Louder Than
Come
Love,
on now.
Maria.
Louder Than
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sing it. That shit
Yeah,
was a hit,
you know
son.
what it is, yeah.
Yeah, I know my shit, son.
I know it's hard to believe, but hip hop wasn't always around.
Nah,
You know what I
son.
mean? People don't really believe it, so it's like it was a time where it was real underground. So like, my pops was big in the city. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. I mean, and freestyle was like, really was the shit in New York,
Oh,
son.
of course, man. That was the vibe.
Yeah,
Fresh out of disco,
yeah, man.
right into hip hop. Hip hop was bubbling, and
Was that
I don't know. The streets had a vibe. I could just remember. You know what I'm saying? As a youngin', as a youth, just
So you came across like Stevie B,
all that
what's
Coro,
Coro?
all of
Yeah,
them, you know what
man.
I mean? I know about
Look at John's face. John's like, yo, nigga, you knew that shit.
Lisa.
Son.
Wow.
I used to be in some of them parties though.
Yeah.
Cause all the ladies would be up in there for sure.
Yeah.
All them snacks.
Word.
Yeah. They They all doñas now.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Doing their motherly
Yeah,
duties
word,
type
they all
shit.
doing
Nah, but
their
it was
thing now.
it was definitely a year when that music came out though.
It was lit.
Yeah, man.
I remember that. Yeah,
How's your
was-
pops doing though?
He's blessed, man.
Yeah.
He's good. He's chilling. I got a little brother, so he knows.
Okay,
my
that's
pops
peace.
living vicariously to my little brother.
That's peace. That's peace.
Doing his thing. I got a daughter too, so he
Okay.
happy being a grandfather.
All right, that's
they
what's
love
up.
that. They love that. The OGs love the
Yeah,
grandkids,
man.
man. So yeah, he good. So that was my introduction into music. To answer your question, so I've been around music all my life.
Right.
I started taking it serious myself. Midway through like high school, like 10th grade.
Okay.
9th, 10th grade, I knew I wanted to rhyme. I was rewriting like other Method Man's rhymes and stuff, like trying to memorize the words and stuff. And I just knew I wanted to rhyme. So like 11th, I went to high school upstate for a year, 2, and then I came back, and I just started like when I came back to New York, it was a heavy, it was street battling, like heavy,
Essence.
like. Yeah, I was around the Smoke Dizzers and when he was running. Everybody. I was there. I battled all of them. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I was there for a lot of that. You know what I'm saying? We was in the streets, and you couldn't come through East Harlem and not see us. You had to see us. So
Steel sharp and steel era.
Yeah. So we was down. We was holding it down, and that was the booms when I was in. So I was writing heavy, like, oh shit, we gonna rhyme now. You gotta rhyme. My basketball dream wasn't gonna go too far. I broke my leg early.
Okay.
You feel me? So I stood focused, you know what I'm saying, and just wrote them rhymes. And around 2010 is when things started bubbling up.
Right.
Like I started like seeing more response from the streets and stuff.
Okay. What was the song or the vibe that had people
It was a
pay
lot.
attention?
It wasn't one thing, because at that time, again, it was like 2010, 2011. That's like mixtapes.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like we still outside handing them out, and so it wasn't like, it was more that time. It was more like work ethic and like where you was at. You remember, like you had to be on a DVD, you have a DJ co-sign you. So I was always running around just making music, but halfway through, I knew that I realized that like making music was my strong point. Like MCing was my talent. Like I could put rhymes together and rhyme, but like nobody around me knew how to write hooks. Like they didn't know how to structure no songs. Niggas wasn't going to the studio. I was the only one doing that.
See.
So I realized it was my strong point. Like I knew how to make music, and nobody knew how to make music around me.
So when you say that, so you're saying there's, for the people who don't know, there's a difference with making music and being an MC, you're saying?
Yeah.
So how would you describe that? How would you break that down? For those who don't know.
An MC can mess up a hit record. You feel me? Like a songwriter will help a hit, will write a hit record. So like an MC, you have to kind of like step out of your comfort zone and write something that's universal to the world that you might not necessarily do as an MC.
Okay.
Because an MC is more of a braggadocious, or more of like a powerful being. You know what I'm saying? Like when you become an MC, you kind of leveling up. You controlling the room. You know what I'm saying? You're a microphone controller. The number one fear amongst human beings over death is stage fright.
Facts.
Like the average human being will rather die than jump on stage and talk in front of people. You feel me?
And they
That
be the
is a
ones who got a
natural
lot of the
fact.
talent.
Yeah, so,
because
you know what I'm saying? So I knew early on that I wasn't afraid to like grab a mic, pause, you know what I'm saying, and rip a crowd. Like I was doing it in the streets already, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these artists don't really understand that your stage presence is part of being an MC as well. Because I was blessed enough to come from that era to like know the 5 elements. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you can't just rap and not be able to, God bless Combat Jack, man.
Salute, R.I.P.
I rocked him and A King's Atlanta show, and the mics went dead. I was able to just stand next to my DJ on the mic and do it on some old school hip hop shit. Like
that's old school.
Like there was no mics that worked outside of the DJ booth. So I was able to walk to the DJ booth. I let the crowd know, like, yo, we gonna do this. We was in Atlanta. I let them know, like, yo, we gonna do this. Like, I'm from New York. We gonna do this like we in the park.
Exactly.
Peace to y'all. You know what I'm saying? This hip hop. This is my DJ right here. His name is Backpack. You know what I'm saying? He did his little scratch real quick. Threw something on, and we rocked.
That's what MCs used to DJ
me?
right
Yeah,
by
so
the
like,
MCs would
feel me?
DJ right by the
Yeah,
DJ.
right by the DJ.
Word.
So I ain't go nowhere, you feel me? I stood right there and I had a crowd, the whole
That's
crowd
lit.
and that kind of broke Combat to like, yo, this kid is, this is different. You feel me?
See?
Like, so it kind of like I rocked the whole crowd just right there. Like we was in the park at 8 p.m. on a summer night. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where I come from the projects. I grew up on those days. So like we play ball all morning, and at night the DJ got his sound system out, and we in the same basketball court chilling.
Play till
nothing,
3 in the morning
you feel
plus.
me, hoping nothing pop off. You know what I'm saying? And just
Facts.
dancing, and so it's easy, man. When you know what you come from this for real. You know what I'm saying? You get
That's
your
it.
time.
That's dope. That's dope.
So that's a little bit of my background right there. That's what caused me to get into this.
So you've done I know you have. Do you have quite a few like mixtapes out or mixes out?
Yeah, I have a lot of mixtapes out, man. They on like that Piff. If you search my name, there's a lot of stuff there. I used to just be Feed before the UFO. So I have a project out with Concrete Jungle Element, which produces for like Rock Now and Knowledge and stuff. You feel me? He was on the last Rock project. That's on iTunes under my name Feed before I became UFO. You feel me? And that's a full-length body of work. There's a bunch of stuff just scattered around, you know what I'm saying? Because when early on the internet, nobody really knew how to use it. So we was putting stuff everywhere, you feel me? We was putting stuff on that Piff, we was putting stuff on. So there's a lot of people that got a lot of the early stuff, and a lot of the stuff I keep locked up on YouTube, and you know what I'm saying? Just for like the nostalgia sense of it.
Okay.
Because where I go places now, like if people really been following me, they'll be like, yo, what's that video you used to have when, you know, like a throwback joint. And I'll be like, oh yeah, I got it. You know what I'm saying? When enough people on tune, I'll start throwing some retro
Nah, you
stuff
need
out.
to. You need to.
Keep 'em on.
Off of your name though, UFO. Where did that come? How did that come about?
I started studying a lot, man. You know, started reading a lot of books, started coming into myself, knowledge of self, studying the Nation of Islam, Rastafari, all the religious books, the Torah, the Quran, the Bible, you know what I'm saying? I was just studying, man, reading a lot, trying to get knowledge of self, understand myself. I dealt with a lot of depression, you feel me? A lot of PTSD. I lost a lot of homies, a lot of my family members that were born dropped right in front of me, whether it be through natural causes.
Right.
But I was just blessed enough to be there for those last moments. But as a young man, you don't really understand none of that. You know what I'm saying? So I never really had a role model. You know, I never really took to one person enough to like believe in them 100%. So I just knew I needed to like take a little bit of all the best men, you know what I'm saying, and take what they was, you know, just avoid their flaws and try to understand what made them tick. And because I understand, you know, a lot of people I've been disappointed a lot, you feel me? So I'm past that.
Right.
Nobody's gonna let me down, you know what I'm saying? I already know what I gotta do for myself. So the UFO comes from knowledge of self. And also my flow. You know, a big thing was my flow. A lot of people always used to big up my flow, so it was like being a Latino MC, a lot of people, like I said,
what we were building earlier.
Used to see me. You know, I've had dudes come to battle me back in the days, and they be asking me for me. You feel me? Like,
yeah, we seen Feed.
Yeah, like we be on the block, and dudes be like, yo, we came to, what's up, Mook? Cause everybody in the hood know me as Mook. And what's up, Mook? What's up, y'all? Calm this up, and then be like, yo, what's up? We looking for this Feed kid, man. Everybody talk about it.
That's when you start spitting.
You know what I'm saying? And they be like, yo, you right? And niggas be like, nah. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
It's always been like that from
But that's an ill introduction though, surprise dudes out there. Yeah.
That's pretty much. Even now, man, when I get, you know, when I'm lucky enough to be around the OGs, and you know, you will hear DJ Enough say it, like, yo, don't let the look fool you. But like Rosenberg just shouted me out with crack in a clip, and he says it like, yo, you don't look like, you know what I'm saying? Don't let the look fool you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't look like what these rappers look like. So.
But I think that's it. I think that's good.
Yeah, whatever that means.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't got no face tats, and I don't got no dreads or nothing like that. So, you know, people ain't used to. I'm a grown man at the end of the day. I'm a father. You know, I'm nobody's child. I'm a son. You know what I'm saying? To my father and my mom, but I'm nobody's child. You know? My parents don't even. They think twice before they talk to me. You know what I'm saying? And
because you earned that respect.
Yeah, I earned that respect. So I'm just a man in all aspects of it, and I'm able to foresee past my decision. You know what I'm saying? So I don't make ill decisions and harmful decisions that could ruin my family name. I'm trying to keep it afloat.
That's official.
Word.
So let's get into this fashion shit
That's a fact.
that we all, you know what I'm saying, that Stilo and me, you know what I'm saying, we
That's what
involved
y'all do.
in.
Yeah.
You know, so you like polo,
Love polo.
you know.
Okay, now we getting into it.
Love
Now as we get into these levels.
Love polo.
So what do you think about the retro stuff that's coming out?
Yo, man, forgive me, man, but I saw polo and Jimmy Jazz, and that shit hurt my heart.
Yeah.
See, this is why me and him get
See,
along.
that's why y'all two. I was just about to say.
We're
That's
on
why
the
y'all two
same
get along.
wavelength.
Yeah, I
into
didn't even
Jimmy
expect them to
Jazz,
say
man,
that
I
though.
saw the polo, I was like, what's this doing here?
Listen.
Man, this don't even belong here. So I feel like they kind of dumbing it down for like a certain crowd, which is cool, but you know, it's not for me if you're gonna do that. You know, I want to be able to buy some real pieces. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be categorized as urban. I don't want to be so urban clothes.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I want to pick fly stuff that's just fly. You know what I'm saying? All around the board. So a lot of this stuff looked a little bit of quality wasn't the highest, and it looked like it was.
It's like I'm talking to John.
It looked like it was being pushed towards a certain demographic. So
Absolutely. You know, like I mean, I definitely co-sign what John says, and I think we always talk about it. Like I think high pricing, very low quality pieces.
Like I think the Snow Beach was dope.
Yeah.
The Snow Beach pieces was dope.
I mean, me and John will probably disagree, but I'm not a big fan of that line much.
I didn't like. I mean, again, it's just the nostalgia of it. It's dope. I won't shit on. I don't own none of that. I didn't get none of that collection. You know what I mean? I ain't rock with like none of the last few joints that was coming out. I'm more like getting like, you know, vintage pieces now, or collecting some dope pieces that people might overlook more so than the stuff that like I see on like Polo Store, or like when I follow like certain people on the gram. I'm like, damn, this is like too easy. You feel me?
But the key word you use, again, I think sometimes I take it for granted, is what you said. It's the nostalgia look.
Right.
Like we used to say, a lot of guys that weren't there would love to see it for themselves.
Right.
You know. But I guess we're so passionate as those from them days. We knew what we were getting was high quality.
Right.
And to see some of these stuff that's coming out now,
it's
like as soon as we touch it, we disappointed.
It's like fool me once.
Yeah.
Like, come on, like
you
I'm
know?
not gonna spend money.
So it's kind of like, you know, it's discouraging because we know Ralph can do better.
Right.
And then we're supporting low end.
Like I seen some pieces, man, and I'll be like, ooh.
Yeah, they look good.
Yeah, like they got a varsity, like a brown varsity. And I'm like, I've been eyeing it, waiting if it hit.
A brown varsity?
It's like if I'm not mistaken, I seen it. It's like I can't even describe it, but I caught it. It was standing next to. It was in a Jimmy Jazz, and it was standing next to a Big Bit, like during last winter.
It was last winter.
It had a the collar flips like a thick collar, like it flipped down, and I was like, damn, that's fire. And I've been waiting to see it again and catch it like on a good.
That's the one. You know, that's the one thing I'll say though. I feel like some of the designs that they're coming out with are the designs are dope.
Yeah,
you know, because they have the new varsity dropping out, with the green chest with the tiger. The details on it is dope. You know, I think that's probably going to be a big seller for.
I can never say it's nothing they do is whack though.
Right.
Like I'll always show them that respect and be like, shit ain't whack, but you know, sometimes it's just not for me.
I mean, I honestly think the new stuff. Not the retro stuff, just the new stuff that's coming out. Is 10 times better than the retro stuff.
Absolutely.
That's a fact.
Because the stuff that I see when I go up there,
that's a fact.
the stuff that's coming out is awesome. But
But let me ask you though, John, when you say that, I'll ask you, you too, UFO. Do you feel like us as the collectors now, we're gravitating to more of the stuff that is not the mainstream now?
I think so.
And we're collecting the stuff that they're not looking at. So kind of like how we would do. We'd take the stuff you're not paying attention to, and we make it hot next 10 years.
Right.
You know? So let these guys eat off of these, I'm going to speak off these crumbs that we had already. and then they're gonna be blind
Like
and
y'all
not even
missing the
see.
whole bicycle joint.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't got none of the Brooklyn bicycle, like all that, the Brooklyn boxing and the bicycle joint. There's a lot of stuff that's going out there that people don't have.
Yeah.
And it's like, yo, y'all missing.
Cause I just saw they had the duffel bag, the boxing duffel bag. It's all over the place, and people are not jumping on them. And I'm like, yo, because everybody wants that revamped retro. So that's why I feel like if you're a real collector, I'm dropping maybe some jewels. If you're a real collector, you're gonna go for the shit that nobody's looking at.
That's a fact.
And
hold
you
it
just
down.
stash it.
But that's what makes it fun
it.
too, man. That's what makes it fun. Is shopping and buying things that like people aren't really like interested in at the time, and holding it down, showing them how to do it.
What you rock though, UFO?
Man, I love. See, polo is like a grill for me, so I don't wear it as much as I would if it's like I have to step out.
Right.
Because I'm late to the party. I was a poor kid, man. So when I had a polo, I wore it down. You feel me? And me and my cousins ran through so many polos off each other. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about with the top of the collar flipping up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
listen,
so,
we all have.
Yeah. So yo, man, I like skateboard jeans. I like basic jeans. I don't like biker jeans. I don't like to buy high end stuff. I'm not into like the Gucci and all that. It's fly. I be with Joe, so a lot of his stuff is custom. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate the like detailing and like fine work. But I'm a jeans and t-shirt guy, man, all the way. You feel me? Like a good polo t-shirt, a Calvin Klein t-shirt, something that's like good for my body, and some jeans and a fresh pair on my feet, and I'm out of here. I'm growing into a heavy, like, since I became a dad, I'm growing into like the heavy dad look of like, when I say that, I'm talking about like Chicago PD cop, like like a nice jacket, you feel me? A nice hoodie, a lot of the greens, a lot of the fall colors, you feel me? The tonal colors, you know what I'm saying?
It's funny you say, because I think that's where I'm gravitating into. I'm
like
trying
the G-Star look, right? Like
just jeans,
a
little cap, keep it simple. But when you step out, shit's still fresh to death, you know?
Because I'm a jean cunt, yo. I transferred over, like, I hit an age with like shopping for jeans with me is an experience, man. Like,
you're talking to the jean guy right here.
Oh man, like
you're talking.
Jeans,
I go shopping for jeans so hard, man. There's a spot in the meatpacking district that like makes the jeans. That I still haven't hit up. I've been dying. Like when I get my you know what I'm saying? I get my first little nice bag. I'm gonna go get some handmade denim.
Japan. That's all I gotta say.
That's the best
when you take your trip to Japan, because I know I see you doing big shows down there.
That's a fact.
Japan.
Love them.
Uniqlo
is when they first came, they was killing them.
Listen, I used to tell people I'm not a Uniqlo guy. My brothers was big into it. The brand, they actually make pretty good.
Now they dumbed it down. When they first hit America, when people wasn't like, they was giving out away Japanese denims. Like, yo, come get them, $40, $50. You feel me? Salvage joints. Like,
but they started going up in price with the popularity
like
too.
Navy and Gap. You know what I'm saying? And you got to mass produce for it. This is America, man. People we need it by the pound over here.
So back to the polo. You have any polo pieces that, like, what was your power piece you bought?
Yeah, man, I caught an ill piece in Miami. I ain't gonna hold you. I think they heard me scream in New York. I was like, what? I caught the all-over print tennis joint.
Okay.
When they play in tennis.
Right.
I got that for like $25.
Outlet prices.
In Florida, nobody.
Yeah, they ain't up on that.
Yo, because that's when I go into like TJ Maxx or Century, that's for the first place I go. You feel me? Like in the Century by me in Rego Park.
Oh, that's where I'll be going.
They know me already. The girl know me. She be like, you late. Because I be like, yo, what y'all got any polos?
No, like, but they've slacked lately. Though.
Yeah, they don't put the fire out. They don't put the fire out.
I remember that used to be the quiet spot.
But now it is quiet for like if you trying to do some high end. You know what I'm saying? I seen a few rappers in there once or twice, like getting fly on there, grabbing a Versace.
Okay, yeah, because they do have a strong Versace, Fendi,
and all that stuff. The Moschino heavy collection and stuff like that. I got a Moschino, so man, I got this Moschino bubble coming that I'm dying.
You're like, you ready to just.
I earned this. It better be a nice day I could wear that. So so polo at the whenever I hit like those outlet spots, or like I hit Deer Park,
Mm-hmm.
I hit Tanga, you know, I'm always at Polo or Macy's when they throw them blue, you know, them red ticket sales.
You're ready.
Heard it.
Yeah, extra 30 on top of the 25. And then,
Listen, sometimes I be there, I just be, you know, them tags be stacked up.
You know what I mean?
Extra 10, extra 50.
extra. I got the joints from
Yo.
the crib that y'all sent me, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
My girl got a car, my lady got a car, so that's the extra. And yo, right now I like my favorite right now, man, right now, I like a lot of Nike, man.
Okay.
Like besides casual wear, I've been like I wear something like that, like the stripe. You know, that's a French. You know that's a French shirt right there.
You know what?
People don't know that. You know what I'm
If
saying?
you
Like,
do your homework, it's
that's a
for like a
military
military
shirt,
French
you know what I mean?
seaman
Yeah,
style.
that's a-
They usually come in blue, but
feel me?
you know they
With
say.
the edge of
See,
me.
you know,
Yeah, they don't
your
know
man
about
know his
that, you know
homework.
what I mean? Yeah, I just
That's
bought-
why you have to accent it with
yeah,
the bucket.
Keep it nautical.
That's
you know what I
it.
mean?
That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
I fucks with my G right
I
here,
just bought a
son.
yellow one, so
Yeah,
I know,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
that shit is mean.
See, you study.
I'm heavy military.
That's
I
my-
know a lot about
That's
military.
his lane. That's his
What
lane.
military?
Bro, I got some 1950s
Yo, I
Korean
got some,
War.
Yo, I got some Army and Navy spots I'll take you to.
Listen,
Like,
we
yo,
might have
you might know the same
crossed stats already, my G.
You'll be like, yo,
Yeah.
I love military.
But this goes
shit,
back
man.
to what I was saying. I like quality, and I tell people, some of my boys are like, man, son, that shit was back then. What the fuck? I'm like, yo, dude, 1950 till now.
You bugging.
I'm like, yo, and it's still
Look how
dope.
pristine this look. You feel me?
You
Look
know?
how good this
Everybody
look.
got their opinion. I get, you know, you be on the low and then you be open. I'm like, yo, son, quality is over
How we
everything.
do this, we
from
get fly. I'm from the projects, man.
Yeah.
We ain't got shit. We ain't have. I don't got no. I'm the oldest, so I ain't have shit.
Yeah,
You feel me? Like I
that's
got
it.
fly with my homies. We got fly as a crew. All I needed was a fresh pair of sneakers. That's pretty much how I grew up, making it happen. If I could get me a fresh pair of sneakers, me and my homies was gonna hold each other down on the rest. You know, if I had a jersey, my homie had it. He had a jersey, cause we ain't go to the same school, so we was all, you know what I'm saying?
That's
Like,
real talk. That's
meet
real
up on the
talk.
block and start switching off. If you had a polo, I remember my cousin. I had a cousin that was a year older than us. He went to school with like Cardan and to like graphics and all that. He's from that era.
Okay.
And he used to give us all his like Moschino, his Tommy, his polo, all that. He used to hand it down because my grandmother wouldn't buy him nothing. His closet was full. So like if he had an empty closet, my grandmother would break him off. Like, go ahead, go buy shit.
Shoot, that's when
So,
you
like,
be throwing shit out the window.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
grandma
So
coming.
he'll be seeing us and be like, yo, here, huh? Like, you like this Moschino shirt? He had a
Yeah.
Moschino shirt. I never forget that the M blew up like a beach balloon. It had the M it was plastic with the mouthpiece on it, and it said kids love Moschino.
Oh, man, dropping some Moschino history right
History,
here.
bro.
Yeah, not for
Pieces.
nothing, Moschino got some pieces, man.
Listen.
Like on the low. Well, it's not even on the low. Like,
Nah.
if you
It's
look,
one of the joints back.
Yeah,
in
my
the
wife
days.
is big on like the silk scarves
Yeah,
and shit
yeah.
like that.
I mean, I got my Moschino Transformer stuff. I ain't even
DKNY.
Him? This dude?
Moschino
I don't even want to talk
Transformers.
about John with his shit.
Yo, I just seen. I was in the store the other day. I thought that thought I was bugging. I forgot what brand was it. Just did a collab with Peppa Pig. And my daughter loves Peppa Pig.
Yeah.
And one of the young lady was Asian. She was fly. I think it might have been Dolce Gabbana, Peppa Pig. She had a
A
shirt.
collabo.
Yeah, with a big Peppa Pig on it. And I'm like, hold on, that shit. But she was fly. So
Yeah,
when she
yeah.
walked by, I seen like I'm like, oh shit. And I went home and I Googled like Peppa Pig
Yeah.
collab.
You saw
And
it?
it was like a high end.
Yeah.
Threw some Peppa Pig shit out, and I'm like, oh, I hope my daughter don't see this. She gonna get
And
me,
you know
man.
them type of collabos be bred
yeah,
too.
man, because now Unigo did the calls and
Yeah.
Sesame Street.
Yeah, but that shit is out there. Like I wouldn't even touch that shit.
Yeah.
It's like, cause everybody, like
Yeah,
everywhere I go,
Everybody.
they got it on.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah. They mass producing it, but some people like collect them, and some people
Mhm.
hold them joints for when they get older. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know how these artists they pass away or
That
you know
is
what I'm
true.
saying?
That's true.
Things
That
happen,
is true.
and it's like
Facts.
all their work. I used to hang out with an artist at the Mark Echo building, man, dope dude, and I didn't know how big he was, cause I used to
He was
go.
a graph.
No,
artist?
he was a street artist.
Okay.
Forgive me, I forget his name. I got a few of his pictures in my phone.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I didn't know how big he was because I would come to the office after hours. So wouldn't nobody be there? Just the person that was coming to check.
Mm.
And then we would hang out with him. I think his name was Anton, and if I'm not mistaken, Anton something. Anton Kaczynski, some shit like that. He was a big painter. And he would be painting, we'd just be drinking. Like, I would bring a bottle up to show him, and we'd just be throwing them back. And he would show me his work, man, and Mark Echo had his work up and shit throughout the building.
And he's a big art collector,
and the nigga
too.
passed away, bro. I'll never forget it, bro. I was like, you know how when, like, somebody you like, it's like you cool with a janitor and then they pass away, you're like, damn, this shit ain't gonna be the same. Like, and he passed away, bro, and then I saw they announced his shit on the news and shit, like, how, I'm like, oh.
So he was known without being known type
like,
shit.
He was big. I was like, oh, man, that's, you know, so I say that to say, you never know, what's gonna be worth something.
That's a fact.
That does make sense.
Yeah.
It's just that when I see 50 million people with the same shit on, even with the polo shit, that's my problem with the retro
Some
shit
people
too.
don't know. A lot of people don't know, man.
Well, we in that hype beast culture. The second they see it on Instagram, everybody.
To like,
yeah, that's true.
A lot of people, and I think that, and a lot of people don't give a shit.
Nah.
A lot of people don't care.
Nah, they trying to find a place of validity.
Yeah, they're about
And you know how I feel. I always say people always out here trying to make a mark to the world. Like, dude, just do you.
All you got to do is attach something to a shoe or something.
It's gone.
That's it. Everybody's on the hype.
It's gone.
You know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and tell El Jefe, Joey Crack, thank you, because he wore, make a long story short, he wore a Sergio Tacchini outfit. For some, but here's the
you
thing.
got the pants. I was gonna compliment you.
Here's the thing. Listen, I was ahead of the curve.
Listen,
you know what's crazy is he got a. I was in the store when they caught the shipment, like when they was coming in.
The fresh shipment.
And I was like, damn, I gotta grab one. And yo, they was good. Like my next time back, gone, man. And I seen he had it on, and then I seen it. I seen his hype man TA had it on, and the crew was wearing them. I'm like, shit.
Let me tell you,
early.
I'm gonna tell you, early.
I was gonna buy the soft Reeboks with him too. You heard?
Listen, we had it since January.
Yeah.
Early January. I had every suit.
Every color.
Every suit.
Flavors.
I was selling them.
Yeah.
He wore it.
Killer.
I got maybe 2 jackets and 1 suit left.
Out of here.
So
I gotta holler at you.
Let me tell you, anytime I wear it, the OGs be like, yo.
Matter of fact, it's that one.
The green one, the one I got.
I have 2 extra larges left.
Mean.
But just tell him thank you.
Yeah. The promotion was heavy.
When people saw it, it was just like, oh shit.
You know what it was?
That color coordination game, that scheme.
I have the same suit. That suit is called the Miami.
Oh man, that's perfect.
And then the guy the guy who he rhymes with.
Yeah, TA.
He had on the Los Angeles.
Yeah, TA had on. Yeah, that.
I know.
That's me.
I know every look. I
Because
got
he had it.
I still have them, but those are my personal.
Yeah.
ones. But I sold all the other ones. So, you know, I do have one more joint that I ain't seen that even he has. It has a hood.
Nah, you show me that one? Nah, you see, here he go.
I'm gonna have to bust it soon, you know what I'm saying? Have to bust it out there, you know what I'm saying?
Before you still got August, you better tell August. Matter of fact.
Nah, he could go, if it's the suit I'm thinking that I saw a picture of, he can go into the fall with it.
Yeah,
I'm telling you. No, but you know, some things.
Shout out to North Face too, man. They just sent me some fresh shit.
Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
they just sent me a nice pack, man. Shout out to Alvin over there.
That's what's
See what happened when we get them packages, boy?
Yeah, no. Our socks sent me a nice package too with some socks and shit.
And you know, it's dope. That's the next thing that I like to see. Is like now we have it to where you guys can become like brand ambassadors for a lot of these brands.
Man. Somebody was asking me that this morning, like, yo, ain't it ill? You could get a sneaker.
Yeah. And I think artists like you who are out there and have an influence out there, that's I feel for these brands, that's who they need to target a bit too, you know? And it benefits you because you get to have the merch, and it, you know, it's good for the company.
Yeah, that's
you
know?
Because I think, but I think it's time for stuff like that.
Yeah.
Even with FEV. He's out there, you know what I'm saying? And his reach is broader than any of these brands could do. So when he's out there and you see what he has on, I'm saying you're putting millions and millions of dollars in these companies' pockets. So the least they can do is take care of you and give you some merchandise to promote.
True story. And we
you know
heavy in the streets. Like my brand in the streets is heavy. And
man.
Like people will be like, even my lawyer, man, my lawyer was like, yo, this shit don't make no sense. Like you don't got 100,000. Like how you able to be where you at and doing what you doing, and you don't. translate through social media.
Right.
Like, you don't put on a show for social media to get and a lot of people lose sight of how to come up as a rapper.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people don't come up as rappers no more.
Nah.
They come up as entertainers. You know,
Right.
you do things that keep you relevant.
Exactly.
Coming up as a rapper, this is the come up as a rapper. This is what it looked like. It's having to go rhyme 100 times, not use the same verse nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you search the internet, there's no time you're gonna see me from Funk Flex Freestyle to DJ Enough Hotbox to Tony Touch Tuesday to doing all of these joints I've been doing, from Top Shelf Premium,
Mm-hmm.
everything. There's no verses that's, you know what I'm saying? All of them been new verses.
See?
So it's like, this is
And that's rare.
making this music, being in the studio 24 hours, going to hang with the DJs, going to hang with people you don't even want to be around, like coming up like a rapper, for real, for real. Like, me and my entourage, we broke, you know what I'm saying? Like, chicken sandwiches, like, that's that rap shit.
That's the hunger,
This
though,
is what
too.
we do, you feel me? Like, we in the projects, for real, for real. I'm you know, when I go home, when I go to the east side, it's like, they happy. You know, people are happy. They be like, you know,
Because they see
you
one
my
of their
homie,
own.
your aunt, you know, like, yeah, like the aunts, the grandmothers, everybody is like, yo, like, you know, that's such and such grandson. You know what I'm saying? That's such and such. So it's like, yeah, man, it's just coming up as a rapper. It's like just being out there. So these brands that see us, they know, you know, like with classic material, with like people, like when they see it, they know.
Yes,
But if you're not looking, you're not gonna see it. But then if you look again, you see I'm in the winner. You know, I'm with Khaled, I'm with Joe, I'm with all these people, Cool and Dre, Remy. All these people are influencers.
big heavy hitters in the industry.
Because see, quiet as kept, you don't really need 100,000 followers.
No.
You need a dedicated fan base.
Yeah.
Because if you got 1,000 followers, that's
You
gonna
can't sell no hard tickets. You
You know
gotta
what I'm
sell.
saying?
And right now, I think that all the money is in your shows.
That's a fact.
And you know, and that's why I was gonna transition into that aspect of hip hop. But I'll ask you, is like right now, do you feel, as far as album sales and stuff like that, from what you see, are these guys rappers really making money off their albums like that?
From me learning the business and understanding it now, no.
Okay.
Somebody's making the money off their stuff. It's not the artist.
Right.
Artists are not fully independent. Like, you could be independent in the sense of you do all the work, but you're gonna have, you know, partnerships and try to sell your product to these labels, because that's what it is about. You know, so if I make an EP, I'm independent. You know, rolling with Crack, we don't have to go to the label he's trying to put his label under. We could go to a distributor and give them the project. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you're not tied down to just, you don't have to be on a label, you know what I'm saying? So most of these artists are on labels and they aren't independent, so you know somebody's definitely making money off their stuff, off their shows, off their mixtapes. And you could just see when artists talk, they try to bury the lingo. It's like if we were talking drug talk and I'm trying to fool you, I'm gonna bury the lingo, you know what I'm saying?
Correct.
I'm gonna hide certain words, or I'm going to act like this word ain't important to what we doing, because then it affects me. If I tell you, oh, we no longer know what a mixtape is, or we don't know what you frontin'. You know what I'm saying? You know what a mixtape is. You know what an EP is. You know what an album is.
You know what an LP is.
These words are in place to keep things structured. If they weren't there, then we wouldn't need them. We wouldn't need time. We'd be playing positionless basketball. You feel me? So it's like, people do things to finesse, man, and that's just what it is all day. So, to answer your question, artists aren't making much money off their albums. Most of their money comes from tours or merch, or doing other things that they bring in as artists or entertainers, such to say. You know what I'm saying? Most deals are 360 deals.
Which I think are the worst deals possible you can take.
Most of these artists are in 360 deals. I was beneficial enough to not be in one. I'm blessed, but I took a whole different route. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things that I didn't do in my deal that most artists do in theirs. That might have put them ahead of me financially for the moment, monetarily, but
and that's the key word, moment.
Yeah, I played a long run game with mine, so we're in a position to where like we're gonna sweat it out, but if things happen to go good, we gonna be good. You feel me? If things go an opposite way, we never gonna be worse off than we are already. You feel me?
Yeah,
Like,
facts.
we leave with what we came in with.
That's what's up.
So we're going to go into hip hop a little bit. What's your overall thoughts of the hip hop genre now, as far as like the type of music, the people who are bringing out music, and what influences is in the culture now?
Right. It's very broad. I think we could listen, for me, just speaking for myself, I indulge in music a lot, in hip hop. I enjoy hip hop a lot. I try not to indulge in much of the hip hop that's happening today because there's so much of it that's out there. I could still listen to an MF Doom album that I might have never caught growing up that kind of fits into my life now, or a De La Soul album, or for example, like everybody's transitioning. I'm still listening to Pusha T's album.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And as soon as that finish, I put J Rock's album on because I'm still digesting like everything that these guys went in to do for the process of recording. Some people, you might listen to like Kanye's whole run of that little thing, and the quality might not be. It might be fast food quality wise, where you don't feel full by it, but there's a lot of albums out that fill that plate of like artists actually using their creativity when they record, doing skits, stuff like that. So it's hard to intake. I say that to say it's gonna take me a little longer to intake an album that an artist put his heart into, as opposed to some that I know was for the moment. So I'm still listening to a few joints, taking them in.
Who you vibing with right now, though?
I was listening to my homie Van Slice album, the best
Okay.
album money can buy. He got a few joints on there that's dope.
He got some dope beats.
Yeah, he's a producer, so he put together a little compilation album that's pretty dope, man. Shout out to him. Yeah, the J Rock album is awesome to
J-Rock,
me.
yes,
I
sir.
love that album.
Yes, sir. I ain't even get to build on you with that album.
J
It's
Rock
tough.
album is awesome, man.
Yeah.
Daytona is amazing.
Yes.
Pusha did a great job on that album. Makes you even forget that there's no hooks. You know what I'm saying? Just straight rhymes and beats.
Facts.
Aside from that, man, some Alicia Myers, Mary Jane Girls, Isaac Hayes, you feel me?
Taking it old school. A lot of these kids don't know what you talking about right
I'm
now.
listening to a lot of that, the Osley Brothers. I always could listen to some Pac, some Big, some Beanie Siegel, some Jay-Z.
Can't go wrong with Beanie for sure. Shout out
Never
Philly
go
all
wrong.
day.
Yeah, that's one of my top MCs. And don't get me wrong, man. You got your upper echelon of artists right now, like your Kendricks and your J. Cole's, your Drakes that are maintaining hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And putting the numbers on the board. Then you have the artists like you were discussing, Westside and Conway, that keep the grind, keep the other end of the spectrum alive.
Yeah, the
you
gritty.
Then you got me in the middle that do a little bit of both. You know what I'm saying? Some hood, street. I'm gonna give it to you like it is, and I just try to pay attention and listen to a little bit of everything.
What you listening to, John? Because I know you be listening to some shit sometimes, boy. Put me on.
Put me on.
That Brazilian shit.
Yeah, I listen to a lot of Brazilian
Soca.
music.
Yeah.
A little bit of soca.
Yeah, that's my shit.
Fev, I listen to Fev. I listen
Of course.
Bro.
to Joe.
Yeah, he got a new single out.
Yeah.
Attention.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, shout out Nori album.
Nori album.
Listen.
Yeah, how we forgot that 5V.
Listen, I ain't get the finisher because I ain't get past track 3.
Yeah.
But Nori album sound. I want to go to Florida after listening to this shit.
that's
Real
a fact.
talk.
That's a fact.
You know?
Good
Official
fun
shit.
album. Good fun album for sure.
Yeah, my bad, John.
Yeah, I keep a little wicked rotation of
Yeah, it's like, you don't want to eat the same thing every day.
Yeah.
One thing I definitely like with John, like he's not stuck in one genre of music.
And that's awesome.
I always appreciate that with him because sometimes I'll be just sitting next to him and I'll be listening to jazz. I'm like, yo, nigga,
That's
what the fuck
amazing.
you listening to?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
amazing.
this is some Portuguese jazz from blah, 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 blah. I'm like, yo, bro. And then I'll be on the internet like, yo, what the
Searching
hell?
it. That's what you wanted. That's what music is for. I jumped in my homie car last night and he was listening to da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
And the first one, cool, we driving, cool, you know what I'm saying? Second one, come on, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Yo, we got to the light, like on the third one, and I looked at him, I said, yo, bro, cuz, what we doing, bro?
Yeah.
He like, what? I said, yo, all right. I get the point, man. Like transition, like your DJ game is whack. I mean, like transition into something. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep the ride. I don't want to feel like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, you know, I get bored quick, especially with music.
Me
so
too. So
it's
that's
like
how I feel too.
I gotta like always have something new.
Yeah.
I can't listen to the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
You know, I gotta like I hate iTunes for that.
Yeah.
They'll keep on flipping like the same shit you listen
They
to.
think your algorithm. They know you.
I'd be like, come on.
Like even with me, like right now, I listen to. I'll be honest with you, I listen to everything. I ain't limited to nothing right now because, you know, I know right now with the genre, everybody got beef with the young kids. Me, I love what these young kids is doing.
Right.
And I listen to it with old ears. I listen to it for what the time is now.
Yep.
And appreciate what it is now. You know, I know there's a lot of people out there, all these young kids. I think their sound, I'm gravitated to the sound.
Oh,
now.
but they some quality
And-
fire.
and
There's a lot of trash that you could point out, like, yo, man, I can't. But if you listening to the person that makes quality music, it's gonna sound good, regardless.
And coming from the era where the one thing I say the music don't really give you is the dancing elements. But I feel like when you go to these clubs, they like stunt dancing now. You know, you still get a little bob, a little this, a little that. But, you know, some of it I can listen to, you know. So, I mean, like I say, we're going through a transition in hip-hop, but I feel like you got to allow these young kids to really do what they do. Because just like with anything in hip-hop, it came from a place where no one agreed with it, and it became something, you know. So it's like, you know, like I said, I listen to everything. But right now I'm on some Marvin Gaye tip right now as well, on top of Travis Scott's album. Like I said, again, I'm feeling that dude.
I'm waiting for Ross to drop this album too. I heard Ross is dropping on Port of Miami too. He's always good for an album.
The last album was dope too. Was it Green Goo? What's that last?
The song, the Green Gucci suit.
Son, nobody's really talking about that shit. That shit is hard.
Yeah, he's always good for, you know. That's one of my favorite artists. So.
You heard that, John?
John?
The Green Gucci suit.
Green Gucci suit.
Nah.
Raw shit.
Yeah, that's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's hard.
Like that shit.
I was with Ross when he brought out the last album, and he had something in New York, and I actually got to meet him.
That's dope.
He's pretty cool.
Yeah, he
seemed like a good person.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
he's cool.
He living life. He
Yeah.
And I heard he had a heart attack. His last time, right? Like he just recently had a heart attack. And shit. I heard that shit was because he was having an orgy.
That's what. Here goes the street stories now.
Yeah.
Listen, with these dudes now, you never know, son.
So I heard
Sometimes it goes down.
Don't quote me, man. But I heard where my man was like, yo, I want to go out like Rose. You feel me?
My
Like,
man,
a heart attack having an orgy.
In wrestling, Jerry King lawyer, he had a heart attack having sex with his wife.
You right?
Yeah.
The King?
Yeah, Jerry King.
Word.
He was banging it out, and I guess he.
That sounds like a Viagra overdose.
Sometimes you don't know what person into, man. Nigga might just
Listen,
he needs to slow down.
Listen. Yeah, this dude, son.
That's a fact.
Shoot.
Wildin', son.
You know what I'm saying?
Crazy. But now, you as an MC, state of hip hop. What say
It's a
you?
beautiful thing, man. Hip hop is always beautiful. We being recognized as the #1 genre across the globe, which kind of makes, you know, I've always thought I've always thought hip hop was like a religion, like in the sense of like what religion is, you know, not like a Christianity kind of thing, but like in the sense of like it's something that like you could tell someone's Muslim by looking at them. You could tell someone's and I don't want to sound ignorant when I say that, but like you kind of could tell what people are if you study them enough to look at them, you know what I'm saying? And I kind of think hip hop bears that same element to where like you could look at us three and no matter on the planet where you put us, we represent hip hop. Like that'll be recognized before they recognize our religion, our faith, our creed, anything. Before anything, they gonna look at us like these guys are street dudes. These guys are hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of like, I've always thought that. And I think it's in a state of where like, come on, look, man, rappers could get sneaker deal. You know, I personally don't indulge in too many of the hypes, but like, come on. Like, how can it not be? You know, how can it not be a beautiful thing right now? Everybody doing what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? And feeding families. And anything that feeds a family, I don't hate on. Man. I don't hate on nobody. I don't got no beef with nobody. I don't wish anybody any mal. So when you're doing things to feed your family and you hold it down as a man, I salute that 100 times over. So I think the state of hip hop is awesome because you got kids coming in that could make quick buck. Now what happens with the industry, that's a different conversation. You know what I'm saying? But the state of hip hop is awesome, man. We taking so many people off the street, provided so much. I mean, we here now recording a podcast because of hip hop. Like,
True.
Podcasts wouldn't have blown up if hip hop ain't make it hot.
That's fact.
It's giving us conversation.
Yo, podcast app been on iPhone since these shits dropped.
That's a fact.
Nobody ever was listening to that.
That shit was quiet.
My wife used to listen to podcasts like murder mystery podcasts, and I used to be like, you bugging. Listen to niggas talking about burying bodies and all that shit and mysteries, and she was on it, and I used to be like, yo, what is that? And then hip hop came and lit it up, and now they consider it a real thing. You know what I'm saying? It's a podcast Hall of Fame and all that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like hip hop, with anything we touch,
it becomes profitable if you do it right.
I mean, it's the language of the youth. Since I was a kid, they say hip hop is 44 years old, and you know, when I was a kid, it was what we did. You know what I'm saying? So hip hop is hip hop, man. We love it.
So
Loved it.
I was gonna ask you, John, and UFO, the Leon Cohen interview. Let's talk. Since we still in hip hop, what did
that's
you
a
take?
bigger conversation than just hip hop.
Okay.
I think it got a little bit personal, and it just, you can see even when the recording of it, when they asked him certain questions, if you read people's expressions and stuff, it was kind of like, I think it was personal. I mean, but I think Dame, I heard Dame talk, he made a good point. Like,
that was what I know. What point you talking about? Share with them.
It comes to a point where we don't. The problem is that we're going, even with FEV, why are we going to these people and giving them all the content?
Facts.
When you're the content.
That's a fact.
And you can do this shit yourself.
That's a fact.
I think we give them people too much credit. And it's like, we need to start, and Dame was saying the same thing, cut the middleman out and just do your thing.
People don't want to do it.
Yeah,
I don't understand why.
And it's laziness. I think it's laziness.
That's the whole. I mean, we could talk about it till we blue in the face on what we got to do. Why don't we do it? Sounds like a better conversation.
Yeah.
Why won't you help another person out?
Exactly.
I go through
Facts.
it as being who I am and the color of the person I am. You got people who look like me that don't want to see me.
That is true.
It's that
crabs in the barrel.
They don't want to see me next to Fat Joe. I've heard so many people talk ill-mannered about Fat Joe that just don't even understand business.
Facts.
Like, forget the personal relationship of things. That's whatever people talk. And I'm not, it got nothing to do with Fat Joe. This is business. People talk until they blue in the face and have no idea about what's going on.
They
So
don't
it's
study. They don't study the
they
art of
rather
business.
not. They rather just be quick to throw rocks.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you see Leo talk, listen, man. At the end of the day, there's nothing wrong with what he's saying.
And he kept.
There's
I felt certain
absolutely
things he
nothing
kept the
wrong
buck with.
Because let me keep it a buck with y'all. If it wasn't them, it'd be us.
Yeah.
Pimping ourselves. So the answer is up to you.
Human nature.
Who you want to play for?
Yeah.
Who you want being your boss? You want to look at your brother, somebody who you consider your equal, and have him telling you what to do, which most of us don't, or would you rather have the Israeli or how it go? You rather have them tell you what to do so that you could feel like you playing the game and you a part of something. Because for some reason it feels like when we do it, people feel like it's never gonna hit the plateau of what it should. You know what I'm saying? Rockefeller would never be Rockefeller if it wasn't for Leo Cohen type shit. You feel me? Like they still would have been trying to get a deal anywhere else, and Jay-Z would have been.
But you don't think that there's some truth to that?
To what?
That Rockefeller would not be what it is if it wasn't for Leon?
I'm telling you that
Oh,
out
you
my
are?
mouth.
Oh,
Like,
okay,
that's
okay.
the fact.
That's a fact, yeah.
Because if they were trying to do it by themselves, nobody would have helped.
Mm-hmm.
They would have not been nobody there to carry that Rockefeller flag. It would have not looked cool, you feel me? But being that somebody's able to put money in their pocket and front them, they're able to look better to the culture, and then that's when the culture gravitates towards it.
So based on how you break it down, then you're saying it's kind of fucked up how we can't do shit without them.
Niggas ain't always love Master P.
Yeah. True.
Niggas wasn't waving Master P
True.
flag. Niggas wasn't waving J Prince flag.
True.
Niggas don't know about
And they
Swisher
doing
House.
it. Yeah, yeah.
Niggas don't know about nobody screaming Tech Nine and them. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Nobody waving them flags. Nobody care about Talib Kweli. You feel me? Nobody pumping that. Everybody worrying about, you know, what Drake doing.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody worried about what they doing with the machine. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's kind of fucked up, and you know, forgive me if I'm ruffling any feathers, but yo, it is what it is, man.
That's why
Y'all
part of the
would rather-
conversation.
Y'all would rather help me if I had a machine behind me.
Yeah, that's true. Even though, and I guess that goes back, being part of the machine is dope, but what's the machine taking from you?
It's
as
like
well?
people want to help you when you don't need help.
That is
You feel
true.
me? That's when people
That is
gravitate towards you the most. When you on and they look like other people are fronting you and you on, that's when people want to help the
Yeah.
most. And it's like you could sit here be painting the same house by yourself,
That's some real shit,
doing
though.
the same shit, and nobody gonna come help
That's
you.
some real shit.
But as soon as they see me with my spray brush and the shit got a logo on it, and and my, you know what I'm saying, and I'm telling niggas I'm sponsored by the person doing this, and I could get you one too, and they gonna come to me.
Yeah.
You feel me? So it's like,
That's why I feel hard. I feel bad, but I like the fact that you still got a lot of dudes really believing in themselves to go independent. You know, because I feel like, in a way, the only way to shut down a machine is to do your own thing.
That's a
Like
fact.
now, I notice, really going into that interview and researching, like Leon owns, what's that?
300.
300.
He's the head of YouTube.
So now,
right now he's the head of YouTube.
So now
like today.
it's kind of like he's playing chess. He's got a big chessboard of hip hop.
Yeah, and if y'all don't know what 300 is, that's
break
the
that down.
Migos, that's
Yeah.
Rich the Kid, that's everybody that you see on QC right now.
I think Joey Badass was on that too.
Yeah, 300.
Is he still on? Is he still
I
on?
think he did
He
distribute.
took everybody.
Yeah.
They got everybody. Leo went and took everybody.
Yeah.
When him and Kevin Lyles 3 or 4 years ago was behind the scenes, nobody knew what a 360
Chess
deal.
moves, this dude.
Leo Cohen invented the 360 deal.
Yeah, I
Like
heard
that
about
man
the little
y'all
sit
saw
down
right there was the man that
Yeah.
they came to, that Steve Jobs and them came to,
and had
that
that
had a
big
meeting with and asked, how can a label stay afloat? Because all the labels was been scheduled to close down.
Because they saw how the independent
They
market
been was
started.
supposed to schedule
Yeah.
to close down. I was there when Def Jam fired most of the stuff. I got
Yeah.
friends that got caught up in that.
Mm-hmm.
You see, Amaya went from Def Jam to Complex, all these names, people moving. Y'all think it's just new jobs.
Nah, son.
This is business here. This is things that's happening right under your nose. That you man, we giving away a lot of gems. So if you still with us, that means you caught the gem.
That's a
you know what I
fact.
mean? But at the end of the day, it's
And
just
you're
business.
dropping some real shit too,
It's
fam.
business. It's business, bro. Leo know what he doing. He's just
Mhm.
good at business. You know why Dame makes so much sense? Because Dame is broke now, to the sense of he no longer plays with house money. He's playing with his own. So
Yeah.
everything he preaches has to be independent.
That's a fact.
It has to be us.
And
It
that's
has
why
to be
he's so
homegrown.
passionate, because it's
Because
his.
he knows how it feels now
Yeah.
to have them kick you in your balls.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? He knows how I feel. All that time when he was playing with other people's money and they was taking the jets and all that, instead of allocating those funds into the business of what they should have been doing
Shit.
and staying black owned, so that Leo don't put his arm around Jay-Z.
Mhm.
You feel me? And don't snatch him. You should have been doing that.
Yeah.
Well, hell, it ain't his first time though. It ain't his first rodeo.
That's true.
He
That's
had
true.
the same arm around Chuck D.
Yeah, you
And
heard
had
that
Professor
story.
Griffin, them niggas. You know what I'm saying? That's not just because it's out now.
Mhm.
That's already.
That's been.
That's been.
It's
bro.
been, that whole thing
That's
transpired
been,
on
like,
MTV.
Everybody tell
Everybody
you.
knew
Nori
about
got
that.
stories of
Yeah.
Leo. Everybody got stories of Leo telling. Nori tells the story of Leo telling him, "You like this house? But stay hot. You could keep it." You feel me? So it's like, come on, man. Leo is just Leo, man. It's just industry shit, man.
Yes, we are out of time.
Man.
All right, we out of here, man.
Nah, man. That's why I hate sometimes once we get to this building, yo.
We out.
Yeah, but you know that it'll be a part 2.
I'm always
But,
here
you know,
with y'all, man.
Yeah, we got a lot of
My
love from the
brothers,
live
yeah,
too.
my
Everybody's
brothers.
appreciating the live.
So
Thank you, man.
so where can they find you? No, first of all, let me going too fast.
Yeah, go ahead.
What new products you got coming out?
Got this new single featuring Spice, the dancehall queen, and them, you know,
You fucks with Spice?
free the world boss, you know,
What?
free vibes, you know what I'm saying? I got
Shout
this
out
new
Miss
single.
Spice there.
Yeah, I got this new single with Spice. Shout out to Spice.
That's big things, boy.
She's a queen. Word.
Yeah.
This new single about to drop in like 2 weeks. We shooting a video.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, man. So I'm looking forward to it too. After that, I got an EP titled Basic Instructions Before Leaving Earth.
Okay.
It's gonna hit the ground running, and I'm here. I got a lot of shit, but we just gonna see. We gonna see who the highest bidders are.
Yeah, we watching you though,
Yeah.
King.
And,
You doing your numbers for
Where
real.
can they find you?
UFO FEV everywhere. We own the rights to everything that say UFO feed, man. So it's UFO
Independence.
FEV on every platform, every streaming service, anything. We just made one of these playlists on Spotify and shit. So you know, if you check it for the, I think it's the new hip hop playlist or something like that.
And let them know you're performing next at the.
Oh, World Underground Festival. That's big. They got Ghostface as the headline. Ghostface, Raekwon, Azalea Banks, Davies.
Yeah, what's the date on that?
Oswin Benjamin, Marlon Craft, UFO Feed. August 23rd, the weekend of August 23rd. So
Okay.
there's 3 dates. There's the 23rd, 24th, 25th. And we on the 23rd. We on Friday night.
Okay.
Gonna tear it down.
Stilo.
Festival live.
You're ready.
Thank you for having me again,
We
brothers.
appreciate you
Bless
being
y'all.
here, fam.
Your energy
Appreciate
are
the
amazing.
build.
Thank you for real.
Yeah, you already know John is me. Instagram, STELO1009 on Instagram. You also have been there _rock that _ on Instagram. Conversation with Style. You know how we do it. To order our limited edition pins is also on. You can DM us at Been There Rock That, or you can go to Double J Vintage on eBay, and we have a lot of dope products coming in for the ladies. We're gonna have. Can I tell them the tote bag? Got tote bags for the ladies to sport. Be out there sporting that fly shit. Let the world know you part of the Been There Rock That crew. Conversation with Style.
Right.
Well, the fresh conversations is that, and of course we're gonna have limited T-shirts dropping as well, and also the pins. We have the Silver Bullet pin out there, limited. You know, you try to get your hands on that, and for the most part, we continue to do what we do. John motherfucking Green. What's your Instagram, man?
Well, you know my Instagram, Polo Parata. Obrigado to UFO FEV.
Yeah, I still gotta work on that Portuguese.
Thanks for the conversation. You know, we'll have you on again.
Gracias.
Nah, we appreciate that convo, though.
And also, I almost forgot. On the 15th, Mikey Likes It Ice Cream will have Eric B. and Rakim in store.
Ooh,
So-
we in the building.
Yeah, I'm definitely in
Yeah,
there.
we in
So,
the building.
They
you
doing
know,
a special flavor or something?
Mikey, yeah.
Yeah.
So Mikey is a friend of the podcast.
Salute, Mikey.
You know, I want everybody to go support that. As you know, Fev will be performing on the 23rd.
Yeah, 23rd.
So I
August
want y'all to,
23rd.
you know, support that. And yeah, like they said, Double J Vintage, we have our pins, we have totes, we will have a limited edition shirt coming out really, really
And
soon.
hats as well.
And we have hats coming up too.
Yeah.
So, you know, get on it.
Yep.
All right,
Busy,
so
busy, y'all.
this has been there. Rock that Fem de Jogo. Ciao.
Ciao, peace.
Peace.
Thank you, fellas, man.
Yeah, man. It was cool.
Good conversation.
Oh man. Oh yeah, this is yours.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Sorry,
talking about.
Kirsten.
For what?
I was looking at the timer
Oh, you guys are good.
No, okay.
and I saw we went over. I didn't want you to yell and scream.
You know me, always yelling at you guys.
No.
Get your phone.
I know. You know
No,
how it is
no,
now.
you guys are.